This is the first episode of Show and Tell, where I show and tell, and you do nothing. You don't have to do anything, okay? On YouTube, there's this phenomenon of haul videos where people just buy a bunch of things that they don't necessarily need. Like, you'll see luxury haul videos is normalizing buying a lot, and you know, I buy into that. You know, I have a lot of things as well, but I'm trying to cut down. You know, they buy a bunch of the same thing, which is not good. I think you should buy one item that does the thing you need it to do really well, and that would be most ideal. The thrifting hauls I could get behind. Thrifting hauls are okay, I guess, but this series is my combat against the haul videos where I show you one item that maybe is like a lesser known brand but is a good brand that I want to showcase, or something that I've customized that makes me appreciate it more. Because when you customize something, maybe you draw a face on something, put googly eyes on something, you care about it more, and you won't toss it. If you draw eyes on your wallet, then it's less likely that you'll forget your wallet. I'll try not to showcase things that are just something you could buy unless I have a story behind it, and then I'll tell you that story. This is gonna be a series. I always start series and I never always do one episode, and then I just don't do it. So that's what this show and tell series is gonna be. A showcase and tell case. So these are the Nike and Undercover collab Gyakusou Nike Air Zoom Pegasus 36 trail sneaker. Gyakusou is the name of Nike and Undercover, but it's a subdivision of Nike where they work with Undercover. It's like running very vintage inspired. It's like neo vintage. Neo vintage is when something like looks vintage but it's new. Neo vintage. It's like a very classic look. A very classic look that I think gives something a timeless appeal, because we want to buy things that aren't just a trend and maybe will last longer than a season, you know? Right here. It's not like a suede, it's like a felt tee. It's like felt like. And right here, these feel like grip tape. It's like, so it's easier to pull up. And then a nice rubber section right here to keep the foot in check. A good mesh, very breathable, not waterproof. I have another shoe that's a running shoe that's waterproof. You get one that does its job really good, which is what I'm trying to do. This is a very uniquely shaped shoe. I guess there's something that's kind of resembles a tongue. This is a tongue, but the upper just wraps around. There's even a, this is not this part. Oh, and the flower, you know, I kept that. I like that, but it looks like it could peel off. Looks like it could be peeled off. These are sold out now, but these were definitely sitting for a long time. Like, nobody bought these. They weren't as big as the Undercover, what's it called? React Element 87. Those ones, or are those undercover? Those ones flew off the shelves. They're a bit of a trend, and those look really futuristic. Like the fabric you won't see, but this one has a bit of like a mesh look to it that could be like a New Balance mesh type looking thing. It's just very clean. So I did a bit of a custom. You know, I'm not like the other girls. I made these my own. There used to be a logo back here. Back here used to be a circle made of the Nike logo. I think they call that the pinwheel or something. And then above it, it says Gyakusou in a very, it looks like a carnival font. It's a Gyakusou. I removed it with 100% acetone. 100% pure acetone will get rid of any paint, any logos. I use it a lot because I don't like too much branding on my stuff. And then in the front here, it also said Gyakusou went the distance right here. It usually says that, and I don't think there should be text, too much text on a shoe, especially not the toe box. So the big customization thing that I've done was the lacing system. The lacing system was a toggle where you didn't have to tie it. You just tighten the toggle, and the laces were black, very thin, and it looked like futuristic, and that's not what I was going for. It's not what I go for. So what I did was I replaced the laces with a round rope lace I got from a different shoe that I don't use. Let me show you the shoe that I got the laces from. So these laces are from the Fila distributor, or just, these were a trend. These were a big trend, but that's not the only thing I've done to the lacing system. You could see they used to be, laces used to go through here and then go through here, go through here. I punched holes in these locations, and I kept the last one as how it usually is, so it would look like this. What I did was I went in with a leather hole punch, and I punched holes in it, you know? There was one section that was actually sewn on that I have to seam rip. There's only one section, and it doesn't, it didn't ruin the integrity of the shoe. Like, it's not a important stitch. I think it was more of a decorative stitch. It was right here on the outer side of the shoe. It's only one stitch row right here. On the inside right there, I had to cut it by removing the logos, the text, and then cleaning up the lacing system. I like contrasting laces, and these ones really stand out. Yeah. So that is my quick little custom.
They don't come like this in stores, you know.